You flew here to the United States. I prefer the window seat, but I find the aisle to be more practical in case I have to pee. You?
I know that no matter on which side of the aisle you sit, you stand with Israel.
I heard you're afraid to go out in the morning when you've run out of deodorant. No one's gonna notice unless they're trapped with you in an elevator.
But I know it.
I heard that your political rival, Palestinian Prime Minister Mahmoud Abbas, likes to send his cat to crap on your morning newspaper. Who still reads newspapers?
It's done that on at least 3 separate occasions. 2005, 2006, 2010.
The cow goes moo. The bird goes
He tweets.
shh.
He tweets.
I can't stand people who use the phrase at the end of the day. You recently proposed luring them to a fake convention in order to release rabid wolverines inside the arena. Why is that?
It will save us the trouble of chasing them down around the world.
The Smithsonian hired me to do nude modeling for art students. What do you think?
I can only urge the leaders of the world not to repeat the mistakes of the past.
But they said I might even have a shot at the SI swimsuit issue next year.
Your life and work inspire us to give meaning to the words, never again.
I heard you buy into the Illuminati conspiracy that Houthi and the Blowfish will reform to be the heads of the new world order starting late next year. What's your beef with Houthi?
Houthis are seizing control of Yemen, threatening the strategic straits at the mouth of the Red Sea.
America grills a pretty hearty filet mignon. I think our chefs are going to give you guys a run for your money at the next cook-off.
But unfortunately, for the last 36 years, no country has a greater stake than Israel.
Let's get some financial advice. I think it's wise to move all my investments out of fossil fuels and into frozen burritos.
Especially given the recent collapse in the price of oil.
I'm considering buying a used bidet on eBay, but I'm worried it might have toilet spiders the previous owner isn't telling me about.
That's why this deal is so bad.
If call girls accepted charge cards, where would they swipe it?
This is a question that everyone asks.
I like Uber quite a bit. Where do you stand on the whole Uber debate?
The greatest danger facing our world.
Can you repeat that? I was picking something gross out of my ear. Sorry.
I'll say it one more time.
I can't stand grocery stores that offer a discount, but you have to buy like 10 of it, which makes it even more expensive.
And this often happens in a Persian bazaar.
Is it true Iran opposes fruits and vegetables, like peas, in the Middle East?
No peace for Christians, Jews, or Muslims who don't share the Islamist medieval creed.
Michelle Obama will not be happy about that.
Now, this shouldn't be surprising.
Do you think the press is too biased to bring up President Obama's blatant eye boogers?
I'd like to see someone ask him a question about that.
I heard Governor Chris Christie recently downed half the Twinkies on the Atlantic seaboard.
That's just last week.
Have you ever watched an episode of Iran's Got Talent? Howard Stern can be a pretty mean judge.
The people of Iran are very talented people. They're heirs to one of the world's great civilizations.
Unlike New Jersey, it always smells like a head of cabbage after a Yeti washed it between its butt cheeks.
I'm standing here in Washington, D.C., and the difference is so stark.
Shouldn't someone warn Iran about the dangers of binging and purging?
Why should Iran's radical regime change for the better when it can enjoy the best of both worlds?
I finally found a small corner of a dark cave in Zimbabwe where I can actually avoid spoiler alerts for Game of Thrones.
And don't be fooled. In this deadly Game of Thrones, there's no place for America or for Israel.
We've been waiting a decade for the next Star Wars sequel. Can you believe it's finally here?
A decade may seem like a long time in political life, but it's the blink of an eye in the life of a nation.
Did you happen to catch Justin Bieber's wang online?
I guess it's true what they say, you can't keep a good man down.
When was the last time you spoke to Bieber?
I called him in 2010.
I really hope Taylor Swift won't find herself in any more celebrity feuds and gossip.
The best we can do is delay the inevitable.
I heard your intelligence agency, Mossad, only recently learned that Kim Kardashian might be pregnant again. Who did not know that?
You don't need intelligence agencies and secret information to know this. You can Google it.
I can't sleep at night knowing that Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are still legally allowed to spawn.
When we get down that road, we'll face a much more dangerous Iran, a Middle East littered with nuclear bombs, and a countdown to a potential nuclear nightmare.